What's going on, everybody? BauerKillz here. This is an emergency video. We have got to talk about 343 Industries releasing Halo Infinite's multiplayer for the 20th anniversary of the Halo franchise. They freaking did it!
We did it! We did it! Yeah, baby!
And by the way, what an unbelievable power move by 343 Industries to release this game over 3 weeks ahead of its December 8th timeline. And my good God, every single one of my concerns about this title have been completely and totally blown away effortlessly by one of the greatest multiplayer shooter sessions I can ever remember having. But before we get into all of this, if you're new here, my name is BauerKillz. I've got 32 years of consecutive day-to-day gaming XP, and I am the anti-shill. My goal is to be an objective source of truth and reason for you to cut through that wave of BS that exists in this industry in a world where objectivity and honesty is as rare as beating Ornstein and Smo in your first go. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button for me, click subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Without further ado, the first thing I want to talk about is how absolutely incredible this is by 343 Industries to just be like, hey, we're dropping our Halo multiplayer on the 20th anniversary of the series. For those of you who have been following this channel, you know that I've been very, very critical of 343 Industries' decision to not delay Halo Infinite into Q1. My understanding was this was going to miss Black Friday. The release of this title was not going to coincide with this 20th anniversary of Halo, which to me told me I thought everything I needed to know about the state of development as we headed into a very, very late December 8th timeline. But of course, 343 Studios released the multiplayer mode yesterday. That 2-hour session last night felt like when you were playing GoldenEye back on Nintendo 64, or even a third-person shooter in SOCOM US Navy SEALs in 2001, rocking the network adapter and the network connectivity and online for the first time through console.
I'm sorry, are you from the past?
There are certain titles that as you're playing them, in the time that you're playing them, you understand that something special is happening. You know, as a former primarily PlayStation fan, my concern was, is this something that I'd be able to feel fulfilled playing? How am I going to feel hopping into this community where the vast majority of players have been playing this series entry after entry after entry for decades at this point? Would I even feel like I was making a difference? Would I be having fun? Would I be getting mollywopped and curb stomped left and right?
I can splatter your cortex, or I can explode your heart, which sounds quicker to you.
It's tough.
That was kind of what I was anticipating. So how did that first experience go? I don't even know what to say. Throughout the evening, I just, quite frankly, went off. I found this shotgun type of weapon that literally disintegrates enemies when you kill them with it.
What an extraordinary weapon. Double kill.
That weapon is already one of my favorite multiplayer shooter weapons I've ever had. The weight behind it, the sound design, the animation of enemies disappearing into nothingness as you obliterate them is so unbelievably satisfying. I can't even properly articulate it. It made me feel like a complete and total certified badass as I ran around the map taking down person after person after person.
Listen up. See this? This is my boomstick. You got that?
And oh, by the way, the Halo narrator, as this absolute and total carnage is playing out, is nothing other than an abject, utter joy to listen to when you are going off.
It's all double kill. Killing spree. Bank shot. Skewer available.
Oh, it's so good. But something happened that really took this to the next level. In Halo Infinite, you have an AI, just like Master Chief does, and it's completely and totally customizable. You can customize its look. You can customize its speech. It's really your own individual AI, and it's tailored the way you want it to be tailored. As I was running around the map, just going off with this shotgun weapon, I picked up an active camouflage, ended up using it, and I took out an enemy player. Then I heard my AI companion say this.
You're rather terrifying with that thing.
It was a perfect line of dialogue in the perfect situation that mirrored exactly how I was feeling as a player, and it put goosebumps on these arms. Even on the rounds where I was kind of below, I was on the bottom or only one or two above from the bottom, I still felt like I was getting oodles of kills. Everything felt fair. The time to kill is perfect.
All dropped. Hostile carrier down. Double kill. Triple kill.
I cannot emphasize enough how well-tuned this game is. And guys, I did not play any of the flight tests. I did not play any of the betas. It is everything I could have ever wanted from a Halo experience, and beyond that, from a shooter experience. It feels inherently different than your Call of Duties of the world. Inherently different from your trash battlefields that are burning, steaming, incomplete piles of garbage. Guys, if you're playing Battlefield right now instead of Halo Infinite and you have an Xbox or a PC, I gotta wonder about your sanity.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance.
Seriously, get on this game as soon as possible. If you like shooters in any way, shape, or forms, or just great games, I could not be any more impressed, and this is completely and totally invalidated my concerns about the game. I cannot get over the level of polish, the level of fun, and how ready this title is. The multiplayer aspect of it. We'll see where they go with campaign, but more than anything, I just had to put out a video to talk about this because it was such an impactful experience for me. As somebody who's been playing games for literally decades, a lot of shooters, this feels like something truly special and a massive win for Microsoft and Xbox. It is an incredible achievement. I cannot wait to see what lies ahead. And one thing that I really want to hammer home here, this is the Halo of yore. This is the Halo 2 and the original Halo with the best parts of 3, 4, and yes, even 5, all condensed into one magical freaking experience that just reminds you of great times, good memories, and portends unbelievably well for what lies ahead in the future. So let me know what your thoughts are. Have you been playing Halo multiplayer since it dropped yesterday? What do you think of 343 Industries with this move? Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Thank you for joining. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to put up some playlists here. You can check out some of my other content. But thank you all for your time. Have a great day. Enjoy some Halo if you can. And we'll see you in that next video. God bless y'all.